90 Day Fiancé. Did you watch that this week, Johnny?
I did. It was kind of sad.
Sad. What was sad?
Well, like, Fernanda met John's mom,
Yeah.
and, like, John's mom doesn't approve of this relationship whatsoever.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was crying afterwards. Like, it was really sad.
You felt bad for Fernanda?
Well, like, you know, like, she said it, like, she doesn't have any family. She goes there by herself, no support whatsoever. And, like, you know, John's family is like, oh, I don't want you. Like, that's rough, man. And now they have to go get a wedding gown together, and she doesn't even want this to happen. That's terrible.
Yeah, wah. Whatever. The mom was weird. I'll give you that.
I like that John, like, kind of put her in her place a couple of times, like, you know, talking about getting married, and like, oh, you should know, Mom, you've gotten married several times. Like, wow, like, I don't know if you talked to your mom like that, but if I did, like,
Well,
it'd be over.
My mom hasn't been married twice.
No, but to talk back like that, like, wow, like, he had free range, it looked like. It looked like it was really them versus her.
Yeah. The mom was a interesting character. She was a bit odd. You can kind of understand why she wouldn't be so approving of this wedding. She's, 19 and he's 32. It's a bit, they don't know each other that well, and they have to get married in 90 days. You can understand the mother's trepidation going into it.
But at least get to know her. Like, don't just cast judgment right away. Like, oh, well, you have a midlife crisis here. What's your problem? Like, I can understand, like, why he's on the defensive. He should be.
Well, you know my thoughts on that guy. I think it's a little bit weird. I find him a tad bit greasy. If you came to me and said, hey, I went to Mexico on vacation. I met this girl. She's 19. I'm bringing her over here. We're getting married in 90 days. I'd be like, yeah? Are you sure that's the best move? That seems like I would question it. I would definitely question it. A man in his 30s bringing over a 19-year-old Mexican girl to be his wife in a short period of time without knowing her that well. I think family has a right to question that. It's questionable. It's a questionable act. I understand why he's doing it. If you see Fernanda, very beautiful girl, he's... A lot of these people on this show are thinking with their cojones instead of their minds, Like Ashley and Jay.
Right.
Ashley likes Jay, but what does she like about Jay? She's attracted to him. There's that, but do they have that thing where they actually get along? Like, there's a lot of that going on. Like Colty and Larissa, right? They don't get along. Does Colty really like this lady? She's mean. Does he really like her? Does that guy Eric really like that Lida, who's always like, your house is terrible, kick your daughter out of your house, da-da-da-da-da, and he's like going along with it. Does he like this woman? Or is he just attracted to her and he wants to have sex with her? Like a lot of these people, they don't seem to actually like each other. They just want to have sex with each other, and that's why they're getting married. But I don't know if that'll last that. You see a lot of these couples on 90 Day Fiancé. That's kind of the case. And you don't think that there's a real relationship there. And then they get divorced. And it's like, it's fun for the next season, Because then it turns into a big mess. I like the big mess.
Well, I find with
a lot of these couples are a mess.
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, that's the situation you put yourself in. But I find with Ashley, it's people keep telling her, no, this is a bad idea, this is a bad idea. So she goes against what people say. She went against what her friend says. She goes against the people that are racist against Jay and saying, like, no, I'm going to be with him. Screw you guys. So I find it's more just to be defiant than just also the attraction.
There might be some of that going on, too. But, yeah, I don't know. Larissa there. She wants everything more biggie, you know. I mean, come on. That's not as...
Well, now it's going to come down between her and his mom, right? Now he's going to have to choose?
Sure.
Well, I think she's gone now. Larissa's gone now.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're a grown man. Get it together. I think the real dirtbag of the whole show is that guy Eric with the lady from Indonesia who wants to kick his daughter out of their apartment.
Yeah, but he can't even do that. Her name's on the lease, so
She pays rent. He can't even kick her out.
Yeah.
You're a grown man, and your daughter is your roommate. Sad, bro. Sad.
What I found was sad is that, the place was a mess, and he put all the blame on her like it was not of his fault whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, he was blaming her totally. But that Lita woman is awful, man. I mean, you see her, and she's, like, not even looking at the daughter. It's the first time they meet. She's, like, not even looking at her. She's like, oh, hi. She's, like, all mad. They get into a fight right away. She tells her to move out today. She's like, you have to go. The father's like, yeah, we can get you into, like, a cheap motel. You can put all your stuff in storage. He wants to send his daughter to, like, a cheap motel. Good dad. Good dad.
Well,
awful.
It didn't happen in the end.
Yeah, not yet. It's just the guy is he should be ashamed of himself. He's coming off terribly on TV. So is she. A lot of these people are coming off really bad. Lita and Eric are the top offenders. They are terrible. Yeah, Lita got kicked off Instagram.
What happened?
I don't know. She was like threatening people. She got kicked off Instagram.
Oh, she has an attitude problem. I mean,
she's taking a lot of heat online for her actions on the TV show. You know, Ashley has 2 kids.
I think they vaguely mentioned
that. They
kind
of mentioned it, but they're not on the show. But it's like, yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how that's going to work out with Jay because he's kind of a kid himself. So
yeah, he's 20 years old.
That's a big mess. It's a bigger mess than I thought it was.
It's a big old mess. Big old mess. By God. And we're watching it every week on 90 Day Fiancé. For some reason. All right, final comments. Dave and Johnny live. Wally wants me to do a really, Michael? Really, Michael? Really? That's what he's talking about from the last season of 90 Day Fiancé. That one didn't work out.
Which one was that again?
That lady Angela who went to Africa to get that dude.
Oh yeah,
really,
yeah.
Michael? And then they like broke up on the finale.
They broke up like 3-4 times,
and they broke up on the thing. It's crazy.